Virtual Framer is the first comprehensive pricing, visualization, and management software specifically created for the picture framing industry. If you have a definite design in mind for an artwork, imaging and pricing are quick and easy. Virtual Framer offers instantaneous visualization, selling price calculation, and formal quoting. From there, you can generate a work order, take a deposit, and create an invoice. Simply enter the size of the artwork being framed, enter the frame reference or scan the Virtual Framer label for that frame, choose which framing method you want, and select the various options you need. The selected mats will even show with the correct bevel color. Your visual and your selling price are both ready in a matter of seconds. If you want to understand how a price was calculated, you can easily check the detailed calculation and make any necessary adjustments before presenting the total to your client. Once you have a visual, you can then show the client how their artwork will look on their own wall and in correct proportions. If the customer gives you a thumbs up, save the project so that you can then generate an official quote. Once approved, you'll be able to generate an invoice, a proof of receipt, and a work order. Now, if you aren't sure how you want to frame an artwork, you can browse Virtual Framer's myriad of design options. Scroll through our numerous frame collections or use the filters to narrow down the selection of frames you see. You can like the frames you find interesting, and then you can swipe through these frames until you or your clients finds what they like. Virtual Framer has the largest frame database with visuals in the world, with nearly 200,000 frames listed and over 10,000 mat boards. These vendor collections and prices are constantly updated. It is also very easy to browse through the many framing methods listed to find the one you like. With Virtual Framer, you can stack multiple frames, stack multiple mat boards, visualize with reverse bevels, add fillets, or even multiple fillets, modify the width of certain handmade frames, design with multiple openings, or remove the background when framing jerseys or other irregularly shaped pieces. We've also pushed the visualization to the point that you can see some frames in 3D. And you can even use Virtual Framer to design walls with multiple artworks. And by the way, if you make your own unique frames, or if a supplier hasn't yet listed their frames on Virtual Framer, you can upload frames yourself, and we can help you also in this process. In addition, Virtual Framer is a great project management software. You can present multiple options for one artwork to a client and then readily confirm which option they choose. A project can also have multiple artworks, and this can be reflected in your quotes, in your invoices, and in your work orders. All your designs are stored in your in-app dashboard. When you are working with a client, you can easily access all their history from the same dashboard, as well as all the projects you have previously saved for the customer. Here, you can also find all the quotes, invoices, receipts, and work orders for the client. And for your information, if you need to transfer your customer and work order history from another software, we can do so for a small fee. Once you generate an invoice, you can record payments. All invoices and payments you receive in a day show instantly in your daily overview. A section of the backend is dedicated specifically to your client's payments. All your invoices with an outstanding balance are listed and it's very easy to see a client's account status. You can readily record transactions and generate payments receipts. In addition, there are many other reports you can generate, including month-by-month project turnover, sales by day, week, month, and your client invoice tallies, including a report that details the number of new clients you've welcomed each month. You can also see your best-selling frames, your best customers, a breakdown of your costs, and many more reports that help you monitor all aspects of your business. Apart from custom framing services, you can also use virtual framing to sell other products. Whether you sell artworks, standard-sized frames, art supplies, or gift items, you can list it all in your in-app store section. You can easily include these items in your quotes and invoices. It is also possible to start an invoice or a quote from scratch and enter any necessary detail, even for an item or a service that is not listed in your database. All artworks for your confirmed client projects are listed in your database and are easily searchable. For each artwork, you can enter all necessary information, including titles, multiple images, and workroom location. If and when the location changes, you can readily keep track and peruse a specific location history. When you add an image for an artwork, the date and time are stamped and cannot be modified. It is very easy to search and find an artwork that you framed, even if it happened years before. All your ongoing orders are listed in a database and easily accessible. For each order, you can see a wealth of information, including the vendors that are involved and the status of some of the components of the order. If you are ready to order frames from your vendors, it's simple. Just click on the Purchase Order button, select a supplier, select the ongoing projects you want to order the frames for, and all the information concerning the frames you need for these orders is instantly listed. If you're ordering lengths, Virtual Framer will even calculate the number of sticks you need to order, and generate a cut list showing you how you need to cut the sticks to fulfill each order. You can even manually add additional elements to your order. You can then send the order to your vendors directly through Virtual Framer. Once you confirm a purchase order, the status for each of these frames ordered instantly changes to ordered. When an order is completed, you can send the client an automatic email to inform them of same. Virtual Framer will alert you if there are other orders for the same client that may or may not be finished. This will help you decide whether it's time to send the email or not. You can use the generic email you saved or modify it easily. Once a completed order is delivered or picked up by the client, you can mark the order as delivered in the program. Virtual Framer can also help you manage your workshop. You can print a label for any artwork you take in and attach that label to the artwork sleeve. Any member of your team can then easily use their phone to scan the QR code of the artwork to open its page on Virtual Workshop. Virtual Workshop is a streamlined version of the backend of Virtual Framer that only focuses on the workflow in your workshop. Your staff will love how easy it is to access all work orders, artwork information, and purchase orders on their phones. One of the most important features of Virtual Framer is that you can embed the visualizer in your own website. With just a few clicks on your site, you can let any visitor to your website create his or her own designs without leaving your website. The visitor can then send you a quote request, which contains all the information you need to price the potential project. Many framers who have embedded Virtual Framer in their website tell us that it's proven to be very successful. We've heard that quote requests are up and an increasing number of clients have confirmed that they played with the visualizer before they decided to visit the Framer's shop. You can also give certain customers a guest access to your Virtual Framer account. Your subscription entitles you to create an infinite number of user accounts for favorite clients, including interior designers, galleries, and other art professionals. Imagine how convenient it can be to let a gallery design from the comfort of their space and sometimes with their client well before they contact you. Not only will you save time, but Virtual Framer could readily help them close the sale of an artwork thanks to visualization. However, the only way for a gallery to use Virtual Framer is via you, the framer. Only professional framers can subscribe to Virtual Framer. As a result, we've made it possible for art professionals to locate you and send you a request for guest access from our website. As the number of users of Virtual Framer continues to grow, so are the chances that being listed on Virtual Framer can help you secure new clients. If you want to send multiple framing options for a specific artwork to a client by email, we've included a cool new feature for this in Virtual Framer. With a few clicks, you can prepare a link that you can send to your customer. The client only needs to click once to see all the options you suggest and can easily compare all the different options. This type of link dedicated to a specific artwork can also be embedded in your website if you sell artworks. In summary, Virtual Framer is much more than just another point-of-sale system for the picture framing industry. Virtual Framer is a software dedicated to helping you grow your business. We continue to design our software to help you save time, better calculate your costs and margins, avoid costly mistakes, more easily communicate with your clients, your staff, and your vendors, and above all else, sell as many frames as possible. No other system works as hard for the picture framer as Virtual Framer does. To subscribe, go to our website, select your country, enter your information, and pay securely via credit card. We need to review and approve your subscription before you can gain access to the vendor's collections. If there's any question, a member of our team may contact you to verify that you are indeed a picture framer before you're given access to the full database. Upon becoming a subscriber, you will gain immediate access to all the tutorials which offer step-by-step instructions about setting up our program. These videos allow you to learn all there is to know about Virtual Framer and how to set up your account. If you have any questions or need assistance, simply contact us or schedule a Zoom call at your earliest convenience. You'll be able to consult with a member of our team who will answer all your questions and help you with your account setup. Lastly, a subscription to Virtual Framer comes with no strings attached. If for any reason you are unable to continue your subscription, you can stop it at any time with one click, no questions asked. We look forward to welcoming you to the Virtual Framer family. Thank you.